And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Oceanborn, we have our Danish Protoss player, the Blue Protoss, representing Storm Gaming. It is MaxPax. And spawning in the top left-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the French Terran player, the Red Terran, representing Team Liquid. It is Clem. And predictions in the chat are open. Place your bets on who you think will claim this series and who will claim the finals. We'll see if Clem can get his revenge. The last time they faced was last week in this very tournament. They faced off a week ago, and MaxPax did get the 2-0, but again, I do feel like some of that was because Clem had only recently arrived in Korea. He was still settling in, still getting used to his setup, still getting used to Korea itself. Now he's been there a week. Now, can we fight back? Let's find out. We're here to find out. Double gas open out to Clem. Double gas leading into a faster factory, a much more aggressive setup here out of our Red Terran player. Meanwhile, MaxPax moving out across the map with that probe scout. We're settling in. Milky Cow's an animal. It's a cow. Quote of the day. We have many animals. Ducklings, cats, pig, cow, true turkey, Dano. We have a turkey as well. Do you have the turkey? There's got to be some more animals out there, right? Like Mia Micah, that's a cat as well. Mia Micah's a cat. True. That's why Mia's in his name. I think Micah is Micah the Vietnamese word for cat? Something like that. He's told us before. Who else do we have? So now we are moving out. Gumiho's a fox. Oh, didn't know that. 9-10 fox. It's close enough. It's fine. I will take it. Aryang's a tuna. True. Dongwon. He's a tuna. The tuna Terran. As for now, we are embracing that factory, going for our initial Reaper. Reaper moves out across the map. Going to be poking in. Likewise, MaxPax is keeping up as well. We do have our Adept in position. And we'll zone the Reaper away. Reaper going to be zoned back. When it comes to our setup here, we are going for Reaper Hellion. No add-ons for the time being. No add-ons yet. A Zealot, as MaxPax did open with the Zealot, is hoping to delay the CC, and it looks like he will. Oh! Yes, we're getting very low. Adept is on the way as well. And can we successfully delay this expansion? As the Adept has arrived, but we do intercept. We're going for the SCV. Oh, we're going for it. Oh, we don't quite get it. Adept does shade back home, does survive, but the SCV survives as well. The base is going to get up and running. MaxPax races back. Another SCV is coming in. Oh my, the other Adept is coming in. He gets it. We do delay the expansion, and we recall back. So nice pick off here from MaxPax. Back at home, we have our take-off choice, going for a Blink-based opener. Pilot Council's done. Blink is on the way. Meanwhile, Clem, he's going to be diving on the main army. Does get one of the Adepts. He's going to get the second Adept as well. And how many probe kills? We get one. We barely get a second probe. The Reapers are getting low. We get up to 3. 3 probes go down, and we barely get a 4th probe as well. As we still rally in, Clem has yet to confirm the tech. Yet to fully confirm. We get eyes on the gateway. We get eyes on the robo. More or less, we're aware. As at the end of the day, Clem, he was able to get 4 probe kills for 3 Reapers and 1 Hellion. Not the best trades. It was basically 1-to-1. Bearing in mind that Clem also delayed his CC was also delayed. So I would give the edge to MaxPax here, as he's calming down, settling in, and embracing his 3-gate blink. 3 gateways here between 2 bases. Blink is almost done. MaxPax is about to move out across the map, and we'll see if Clem can hold on. Behind this, Widowmine drop making its way towards the natural. Stalk is in position. We do reaction time. And the Widowmine should not get much done. We get the Unburrow. Widowmine into the main. Oh, the reaction! Ooh, we don't retarget. There was potential, Poppy. There was potential for damage, but we only get 2 probe kills. Aye. 2 probes go down. 3 probes even. And MaxPax does defend, but we're still not done. Behind this, we saw, of course, Was it Beyond? Yeah, we saw Beyond embrace Banshee play earlier against MaxPax. We see it here. Again, this has been a very trendy play style over the past couple of months, over the past 4 months, going tank Banshee. Started with the Koreans, and of course, a lot of the Europeans have embraced it as well. Going for the Banshees to harass, tanks through the center. We can reinforce the main army with this as well. And we'll see what we can get done. You know, MaxPax has been kept busy, and he has not scouted the main. Not yet. MaxPax is on the way. At the same time, Banshee does hit the natural. And Cloak is done. But the Observer comes out just in time. Despite that, we still get 3 probe kills. 3, getting 4, getting barely 5 probe kills. 5 probes for 1 Banshee. It's an okay trade. I'm sure we were hoping for a little bit more. It's okay. At the same time, Banshees, they're still on the way. Stalkers, they get into the main. And we do an equal amount of damage. 5, 6 SCVs going down. We do lose a Stalker. Bit of miscontrol there out of MaxPax. Does lose a Stalker. But that does make up for the Banshee. Makes up for the worker kills earlier. As Clem moves out with a 2nd Banshee. 3rd Banshee's on the way. Making his way into the main. Catching transferring workers. Not bad. We'll get 2 probes. At the same time, Clem is moving through the center of the map. MaxPax going to try and slow him down. Does try to. Catching some Marines. Well, the tanks will make it across. And our goal here is to knock down the 3rd base. MaxPax, can he keep up? So far, trading well against the Marines. Shaves off a good chunk. Tanks are slowly leapfrogging forward. The Immortal has arrived. Charge is not yet done. Oh, we do take a massive tank shot to the face. Clem is running out of Marines, though. Get the shield battery. No overcharge. Bear that in mind. Overcharge not available. We do catch reinforcements, though. Getting a tank. Tank goes down. Marines and Marauders as well. Good pickups. Charge is done. We can collapse on the main army. And we are breaking out. We're breaking through. We get on top of the tanks. Tanks are going down one after the other. And MaxPax will clean this up. Getting the tanks and the Marines. The Banshee will survive, but not much else. And that wasn't too worth it for Clem. That was such a committed push. And again, ideally we break the 3rd, but the 3rd survives. The 3rd does survive, the probes as well. Banshee gets into the main, but now MaxPax has map control. And now we're moving out. Moving out across the map, what do we have at home to defend? We have a bunker on the low ground. We have a tank on the high ground. Not much to work with. The Observer does get eyes on the tank. We'll see where MaxPax does take this. Do we try to break the low ground, or do we blink into the main? Okay, we're going for the main. Going for the main base. Banshee delays mining at the 3rd. Not bad. 3 probe kills. Forcing less mining time. Keeping the Stalkers busy at the same time as LSA drop into the main. SCVs are going down. That we get 2 SCVs. Forcing a stim out of the army. But it looks like MaxPax has no interest in really breaking this position, so he's going to play it slow. The Observer will get eyes on the 3rd base timing. So MaxPax can just chill outside the base, take his own 4th, taking up into Colossus, Forge for upgrades, +1. Getting fully saturated. And we even do recall back home. So MaxPax settling into a longer game. Meanwhile, Clem has been building up an army, and it's been quite an army here. That's a lot of Marauders. It's a very heavy Marauder-based army here for Clem. Designed to break through Stalkers, Immortals, Colossus. It's quite beefy. It's a lot of beef, man. A lot of beef. I'm hungry. I was thinking about the cow earlier, and the KFC. now Clem. As they drop into the natural, getting a couple of SCVs. Does delay the move outs, but we are still moving out. Clem is still going to be pushing 4 CC behind this, so it's not going to be 3 base all in. We are getting ready for a longer game, taking a 4th. Clem does push through the center. Going for a split push even. Fanning out his units. He is spotted, he pulls back. It's all about the positional play. We do run into the Zealots. Again, nice movement here out of Clem. Does catch the Zealots. MaxPax trying to keep up himself. Has limited map vision. Fanning out his Zealots. Moving out his army. See Clem set up with a trap with his tanks. Well, MaxPax will pick one up. Oh, not quite. Oh my god. Not quite, as he does retreat. MaxPax pulls away. Getting a 5th base. Fanning at his units. Getting into Colossus. Still no Storm yet. No other form or splash damage. Just Colossus for the time being. On at 3 Colossus. Both players are building up. Both players are maxing out. And for the time being, I am favoring Clem's army right now. He's even going for a 2nd starport, getting to Mass Viking if need be, to deal with those Colossus. But without Disruptors or... Did I miss it? Yeah, without Disruptors or Storm, in a head-on fight, I don't know how I feel about MaxPax's main army. Pushing in. EMP does connect. We don't quite catch the Ghost. Cells being forced back. MaxPax going for a 2nd Robo. This should be for Disruptor, or at least Immortal production. Should be. Clem looking for an opportunity. Going for the jump. We do defend. Good positioning here by MaxPax. He shuts down the medevac. Medevac goes down. Upgrades are on the way. MaxPax still maxed out with mainly a gateway-based army. Meanwhile, Clem, his army's getting a bit out of hand here. Plenty of Ghosts, Marauders, Vikings. We haven't embraced Liberators yet, but we're getting there. As +1 ship weapon's about to finish up. 4th base is getting fully saturated. 3 more CCs on the way. MaxPax going for the Dark Shrine. He's trying to work his way up, but the EMPs are brutal. Oh my god. Okay, we shut down the first Colossus. MaxPax trying to come in for a flank, but we keep up. Again, the spread of tanks is insane. We catch out some Vikings. Some Vikings are going to be kiting back here against the Zealots. We're coming in from behind. We're going for the Colossus. Oh, we're going to get one. One Colossus goes down. Only one left. MaxPax. It looks like he can barely keep up. More Zealots are warping in. MaxPax does force back Clem. Clem is being forced back. CC under fire as well. And behind this, Disruptors. Finally, Disruptors are on the way. That's a kill on the command center as well. It's going to be a kill. Decent EMP on the Stalkers. Trying to push through. Disruptors have arrived. And the Novas, they can turn back the army. We have one more Nova left. Doesn't quite connect. Third Disruptor has made it. At the same time, Zealot run by towards the natural. Does distract the main army. Does distract reinforcements. A nice target firing, though. We do get a Disruptor. Disruptor goes down. MaxPax still trying to force his way up the ramp. Is trying to, and he barely is. He's getting on top of the rollers. We blink on top of the tanks. And GG gets called. MaxPax, he barely breaks through, and he will take game one. Whew. GG, a very, very aggressive style there out of MaxPax, just in the face of Clem the entire time. I was concerned that in a longer game he would be outscaled, and I still stand by that. But MaxPax just relying on heavy zealot reinforcements, and again he was able to break Clem before it could really stabilize and recover. GG. GG, well played. MaxPax does take a lead, and now we're getting ready for game number 2. Getting ready for that second game. As a reminder, this is going to be a best of 5, not a best of 3, best of 5. Plenty more games ahead of us. Plenty more games to come. Night Phoenix is a cat girl, I believe. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. That is true. I don't think we count Night Phoenix, though. I don't think we count that. Astra is also a cat girl. Shaking my head. Este Astra Night Phoenix. We are getting ready for that second game, and we're going to be loading into Amphion. An interesting map choice, a map often vetoed, but again, it's a best of 5, so less vetoes are available. We're able to embrace some of these otherwise unorthodox maps like Amphion, and we'll see how we embrace this. I mean, not a bad map for a Phoenix play, for example, Phoenix Colossus. We'll see if MaxPax does go for that kind of style, or if we go back to Blink Stalkers. Let's find out. Let us find out. As spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Amphion, we have our Danish Protoss player, the Red Protoss, representing Sidestorm Gaming, leading the series 1-0. It is MaxPax. And spawning in the top left-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the French Terran player, the Blue Terran, representing Team Liquid. Down in the series, looking to bounce back. It is Clem. Go. Hello, MaxPax. ¿Qué tal? ¿Cómo estás? What's going on? Now, we saw this earlier against Bjorn, so we're going for a proxy gate across the map. I imagine one gateway back at home and one being proxied. We'll see if we double down a little bit further. Actually, never mind. With our pylon placement, this is going to be our first... Okay, just our first gate. I was like, are we going to double down and throw down a second gateway as well? For now, not the case. And we're hoping for an economic opener, and that is exactly what we're seeing. It's going to be a Rax Expand. Rax Expand here by Clem. So this is going to be the ideal for MaxPax. As he does dip in, we'll tase away at the SCV. And this is to go for a Zealot initially, followed by, of course, our Stalker and Adept. And designed to delay the expansion of Clem. And we saw that MaxPax was able to pull that off in Game 1. And looking to have a bit of a different approach here in Game 2. So there we go. Zealot is being chronoed as we speak. Cybercore is on the way. We have the CC on the low ground, and Clem is unaware of what's going on. Is going Marine first. And the first Zealot has arrived. Going for the second even as well. And we can actually afford to just wait for the second Zealot at this point. With still a lot of progression to go on this CC. We still have time. Safety bunkers on the way. Okay, Clem playing it safe. He hasn't scattered anything, by the way, but I appreciate this. Does have the bunker. At least started, but the SCVs are being forced back. Second Zealot has arrived, and just like that, massive delay here on the CC. Clem stuck on one base. Meanwhile, MaxPax is expanding. He's expanding back at home, chilling. We have a Stalker follow-up with a range-based unit. Can we even force a cancel on the CC? Oh. That would be huge. Stalker has arrived, and we may force a cancel. Ay, ay, ay. Marine goes down. We just ignore it. We just go for the main instead. Cyclone is on the way. When the Cyclone arrives, then we can defend. We can force this back with a Cyclone. Until then, though, we get an SCV. We get 2 even. Marines are under fire. Marines being forced back. Nice control at our MaxPax. And that depot is going down. Ooh, that's a kill. A kill in the depot. We back off. Cyclone has made it. We have up to 2 Stalkers. Is there a world can we get on top of the Cyclone? Couple hits go up. Cyclone getting low. No shot. Oh my god. One more shot away. Calm down. Cyclone barely survives. We force a cancel. Oh my god. Brutal. The base is still canceled nonetheless. We're just rallying in. We don't even care. We're going for the Cyclone as well. Getting so low. And with 3 Stalkers, we can pop off. We can snowball out of control. And this game may be over before it really began. I mean, a second Cyclone is in production. It does pop out in time. And we just go for the second Cyclone. Oof. We get one. We get both. Both Cyclones as well. GG gets called. That's game-ending damage. And MaxPax takes a 2-0 lead. GG. Oh boy. GG, well played. Brutal, Pappy, brutal. Just a really rough start there for Clem. Unable to save the CC. His first Cyclone got very low. Marines were dropping as well. Just a brutal start, and things very quickly escalated out of control. Aye. Again, unfortunately, when it came to the initial defense, we did need to pre-pull some SCVs a little bit earlier to save the Cyclone. The Cyclone got very low very quickly. I'm referring to the first Cyclone, and with the first Cyclone getting low, we had no really presence to defend the natural to force back the army, and things went from bad to worse real quick. And with that, we're one game away from ending the series, ending the tournament, and crowning our champion. The pressure is now on Clem. He has to fight back here and now to make a series out of this. Oh boy. Here we go. I'm hoping for a longer series. I want to see an ace match. You know, I'd love to see an ace match, but the pressure is on Clem. Oh boy, as we're settling into Alcyone. Settling in. Now this is going to be a much larger map, a more macro-oriented map as well. So we should be seeing a more back and forth. At least we should be seeing a mid-game here. But we'll keep an eye on our players. We'll see what we embrace. As spawning in the top right-hand corner of Alcyone, we have our Danish Protoss player, the Red Protoss, representing Sidestorm Gaming, one game away from becoming this week's KungFu Cup champion. It is MaxPax. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the French Terran player, representing Team Liquid, down in this series. He needs to fight back here and now to have a chance at an ace match. It is Clem. Pressure is on. Someone's asking best of 3, best of 5 finals. Best of 5. We go. Whew. As we are going to be moving out with our probe scouts. Meanwhile, Clem should be opening up with a Rax Expand single gas opener. We are on Alcyone. It is a much larger map, a lot of bases to be taken, a lot of bases to expand to, very defendable on 3 and 4 bases, which is why I mentioned that we should be looking to embrace a longer game here. As Clem is opening up economically, and MaxPax will confirm. And this time, MaxPax is not going for a proxy, so he won't be able to punish this. He won't be able to capitalize on this. Not this time. As MaxPax gets eyes on the second gas, confirms it hasn't been taken, so is aware of the opener. He's going to try and delay the CC for as long as we can. But even if we're in position, we can just force it to be off center. We can lift on over. Can lift off, and there it is. CC is on the way. And this time it should finish. This time we should be okay. We should be able to calm things down. As likewise, MaxPax going for the gate expand. Adept is on the way. It's being chronoed as we speak. And we can see that Clem is looking for the proxy, just making sure that everything's on the up and up. Checks the linear third before moving out. Just making sure he doesn't get caught out again. Ooh, Adept does shade out at the wrong moment, and Clem dips in. But there's another Adept on the way, so we shouldn't lose too much here. Probes under fire. We almost get the one worker. Almost. Yeah, second Adept has arrived, and we cannot force the Reaper out. Meanwhile, MaxPax trying to get on top of that CC, but it should finish up in time. It's going to be close. Yeah, the CC will complete. And the Adept will not deny the third, or deny the base. Will not deny the expansion. We'll get an SCV, but not much more than that. Ooh, the Adept does go down. Nice sort of stepping out of Clem. Another good trade for MaxPax. Behind this, we're embracing a 1-1-1. Getting ready for some drop play. Ooh, I say that. There's a tech lab in production. Very early tech lab here at a Clem. And this may be an add-on swap for Banshees. We could either go for an add-on swap, or we can go for fast tanks into a tank push. We'll see what we go for. Regardless, aggression here. And there it is. We're going for the add-on swap. We are embracing that tech lab on the starport instead. Adept shades in. No shot. We shade into the main base. We confirm everything in the main as well. We get eyes on both tech labs. We get eyes on the lack of researching tech lab here at the starport. It's going to be a Raven opener, not a Banshee. I just assumed it would be the Banshee, but never mind. Going for the Raven instead. Adept getting 2 SCV kills. But again, a good scout nonetheless. Does confirm there's no 3-backs. We get 3 SCV kills as well. And no shot, Bappy. GG gets called. Clem taps out. I just want to make sure something that we didn't lose anything across the map here for a moment. I want to make sure that we didn't lose anything too heavily either. No, it was just a full scout, killed SCVs. Yeah. And Clem does tap out. GG. Aye. Brutal loss, Bappy. And with that, we have our champion here. We don't really get to sink our teeth into it in the end. I was hoping we could. I was hoping we could embrace a more longer game. But, I mean, I guess we got more of a back and forth in game 1. On Oceanborn, we had more of a back and forth. But here, we crown our champion. GG. GG, well played. MaxPax will take it here. I do think that Clem was a little bit frustrated there. I mean, it was some brutal losses, losing all those SCVs and getting fully scouted as well. Yeah, GG. GG, well played. MaxPax will take the 3-0. And fun fact, over the past 2 weeks, MaxPax has gotten a 5-0 over Clem. Last week in KungFu Cup, MaxPax 2-0'd Clem. This week, 3-0. Crazy. Clem has not taken a map out of from MaxPax in a while here, and I'm hoping that changes. I'm hoping that does change here on forward, but yeah, impressive stuff. But much more aggressive games here from MaxPax. Again, I wanted to sink my teeth into them, Pappy. I wanted a longer series. I was robbed. GG. GG, well played. My condolences here to Clem, but I hope to see more of him in the coming days and the coming weeks. Do look forward to it. Clem beat MaxPax last EU Cup. Did Clem play in the European Cup from Korea? No shot. I don't believe you. I'll double check though. Did he play in this week's EU Cup? I haven't been looking at the European Cup results. Clem did not. He did not play in this week's EU Cup, and he did not play last week either. Yeah. So Clem hasn't been playing, yeah. Este Eistad. Mate, Rainer's not even a Terran player. What are you talking about? Este Eistad. Shaking my head. But yeah, so MaxPax is on a bit of a win streak against Clem. On a bit of it for the past 2 weeks. We'll see if that trend continues. I look forward to seeing them face off next week in KungFu Cup as well. And regardless, GG, well played. Congratulations to MaxPax. Does come out with a win. And fun fact, MaxPax did not drop a single map this tournament. Crazy. Oh my god. Just double checking that. But yeah, MaxPax with a has this happened before? Has MaxPax won? I think he has won a KungFu Cup before, but usually there are some big names to stop him. There are players like Classic or Hero or Dark. Like usually someone trips MaxPax up, but here this week, yeah, 2-0. 2-0 over Rex, 2-0 over Estrella, over Sue, over Björn, over Skillus, and over Clem at the end of the day as well. So very impressive. Very impressive performance here at a MaxPax. Flawless victory. Flawless, Bobby. Flawless. GG. Again, not something done too often at all here in these KungFu Cups. I'm just quickly double checking. Yeah, like last week, MaxPax, he dropped maps to Classic and Showtime. And like, yeah, usually someone is there to bring him down, Bobby. Not this week though. Not this week. GG. GG, well played. And with that, we're gonna be wrapping up. I mean, it's 2 a.m. so the night ends a little bit early, but it is 2 a.m. so I'm happy to get some food and then go to bed. So that's gonna be the plan. When it comes to our next broadcast, we should be live tomorrow. Should be live tomorrow in less than 24 hours with Sea Duckling Open. If you're curious, what the hell is Sea Duckling Open? Quack, I say, quack. Sea Duckling Open is our monthly bronze to diamond tournament. Basically, back in the day, back in 2019, 2018, 2017, that's when we started casting, that's when we started hosting events, and back then we used to only do amateur events. We used to host our own weekly diamond tournaments and a monthly masters tournament as well. That's how we started. That's how the CranKy Ducklings did begin. Then as the years went on, it took a lot of work to host those events. As you can imagine, for amateur events are a lot more difficult to host than pro events, because one, there's a lot of people that show up that maybe haven't played before, so they don't know how to make lobbies, they don't know like server rules or how to make custom games, all that stuff, so we have to walk them through it. On top of that, we have to check and vet every player to make sure there are no smurfs, so it's a longer process as well. So it is, yeah, it's a lot of work. But we used to do that back in the day. Then when we started casting more pro events, we kind of put that on the back burner. We started hosting them less and less often, but now we brought them back. We brought them back this year, and now we host them as monthly. So every single month, we host an event for diamond players, and we host an event for masters players as well, just as a bit of a callback to how we started, and we still want to support the amateur scene as well. And tomorrow is this month's Sea Duckling Open. So we have you covered. We have you covered there. If you're interested, you can tune in. Again, that's going to be in less than 24 hours, so check that out. If you are maybe a Masters player, we have a Masters event happening this weekend. So this weekend is going to be Masters Swan Open. So if you're maybe not Diamond, if you're Masters, if you want to participate, if you want to play, we got you covered there. The event isn't just limited to Diamond players or Masters players. It's open to all leagues, as long as you're below the threshold of Masters for MSO or Diamond for SDO. So, yeah, if you're interested, then you can take part in that. Again, it's more of like a community event. I'm going to say that, fun fact, because we've been hosting these events for years, there are actually some pro players that we casted when they were Diamond. So there are some pros that were Diamond years ago that we casted. One of them is GG Machine. We casted him back before he hit GM. This was back in like 2018. Who are the others? We have like a list of them. Oreo, of course. Starduck is another one. We casted them when they were Diamond, before they hit GM, before they went Pro. Ruichi, the American Protoss player, likewise as well. Mixu, the Finnish Zerg player. You should be familiar with him. We casted him when he was Diamond. years ago. So, yeah, it's a great way to motivate players. That's like the big thing for it. It's a way to motivate players to compete, to improve, and it's not like everyone that plays eventually hits GM. Not the case, but like it gives the opportunity for players to, again, motivate themselves, improve, and reach that. And because of that, we have some examples of players that were at one point Diamond and eventually hit GM over years. So yeah, it's really cool. Really cool that we have that example of I think it's like 6 or 7 players in total over like 5 years. So yeah, it's really cool to see. Really cool to see that happen, and we still continue to host our events in the hopes to foster, you know, a more grassroots scene. So if you're interested, you can follow us there. You can support us there. Otherwise, socials in the chat. Oh, also predictions. Almost forgot. Predictions, Pat. We're getting paid out. Otherwise, you can follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Discord. !socials in the chat if you want a link to all of our social media. We do upload on YouTube on a daily basis, so you can follow us on YouTube as well. We do live stream on both YouTube and Twitch at the same time. And if you want to support us and support our tournaments, Patreon. Patreon is the place to be. Patreon alongside subscribing on Twitch, becoming a member on YouTube. You can do so if you wish. If you wish. Good night, Papi. Good night, Papi. Good night. With that, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for the support. We're going to be heading off for the night. We'll see you guys tomorrow for Sea Duckling Open for some Diamond StarCraft. Usually when we host our amateur events, the casting is a little bit less serious, a little bit less critical as well, because, hey, it's Diamond players and Masters players, so likewise, be aware, be socially aware, and don't be harsh in the chat. Because we have a more laid-back, chill time. Otherwise, yeah, we'll see you guys tomorrow. See you then. Until then, hasta luego. Ciao, papi, ciao. Hasta luego.